Hi everybody, I want to share with you what we're doing for English this year for high school. My son is in 9th grade and I have chosen books that have either a history theme or they're set in a time period that we're studying in US history, or they're just classics. And I've obviously chosen a lot of books and we're not going to get through all of them this year. But I want to show you what we did choose and a little bit of how I lesson plan for this year for him. So I have My Brother Sam is Dead, and this book is probably okay for junior high and high school. And what I did was I got a full back sticky post-it and I put like how many chapters are in the book and how long I expected it to take for my son to read, and then if there was anything that I wanted to do as far as like an assignment after reading, I went ahead and like stuck it on the back. Now I haven't done that for all the books, but I did do it with a few of them. Also, I put the time period so that the book, the novel that he's reading could in some way kind of complement the history that he's studying. So he's starting with 1600s in US history through probably the 1900s. So I tried to choose novels that were in some way going to complement. So I also have Traitor, The Case of Benedict Arnold. And again, I wrote down some notes on the back. I have Out of the Dust, and this is set in the 1930s. Let me show you this one really quickly. This would be also suitable for 7th grade and up. And this one, again, probably junior high and high school. And then we have To Kill a Mockingbird, and this I think is just high school. And we have Farewell to Manzanar, and this would probably be okay for maybe 8th grade, like junior high and up. We have The Old Man and the Sea, and I think I'm gonna skip this one because, and I actually haven't ever read it, so I can't say for sure, but my son already read this one, The Cruise of the Arctic Star, and he really wasn't that into it too much, and so I might skip ones that have more of a slow-paced feel, and so we'll see. Anyway, let's move on to this one, Harriet Beecher Stowe. This is the biography, and I got this one, and this one actually I think is junior high and above, and I forgot to show you for this one. I think this would be also maybe like 8th grade and up. And I got this one, Harriet Beecher Stowe, because I'm also assigning Uncle Tom's Cabin, which is definitely high school level. And it's written by Harriet Beecher Stowe, so I thought that doing the biography first would be a nice way to do the book. And then, of course, that accompanies our U.S. history unit really well. You Want Women to Vote, Lizzie Stanton. And this one, I think, could even be 6th grade and up. And this is definitely, and even the illustrations. But this was part of a whole collection of books that worked well with US history, so I wasn't picking individual ones on its own. I picked this whole set, and this was included in that set, and I got it from Rainbow Resource, and the description box below has the link to that set as well as a link to my website that has all of the books that we're using for literature as well as for history, has all the books, a description, and a link to all of them in case that you're interested in what we're using. And then we have The Legend of Sleepy Hollow and Other Stories, and this is definitely high school, and I don't think we'll get to this book. Then we have The Great Little Madison, and this is another one that I think would be suitable for junior high, and we're definitely going to get to this one. We have The Great Gatsby, and this is definitely high school, and I don't think we'll get to this one either. Carry On Mr. Bowditch, and this could be for even upper elementary through junior high and even high school. And I have this for my 5th grader, but I think it also would work well for my 9th grader. And then we have The Slopes of War, a novel of Gettysburg, and we'll definitely get to this one too. And then we have Streams to the River, River to the Sea. This is a story about Sacagawea and the Lewis and Clark expedition, and I really want to get to this one. And this I think would be good for junior high and high school. And then another one with the Lewis and Clark expedition of Courage Undaunted. and I'm hoping that we'll get to this one too, but since we have two on the same time period, if we run out of time, I might have to just choose one or the other. And then the last couple of books, this is going to tip over here, it's so tall. We have Call of the Wild and White Fang. This is a book that has both those novels in it, and this is definitely high school. Jack London's novels are really rich and just fantastic vocabulary, and so I really want my son to read this, although I'm thinking that based on what we're going to cover in U.S. history, we might not get to this time period. We might, we'll see. This is the gold rush in the Klondike in Alaska, and so this would work really well to accompany that part of U.S. history. So if we get it up to that point, definitely be assigning this book. We also have The Grapes of Wrath, and this is set in the 1930s. So again, if we make it up that far in U.S. history, this will definitely be a book that I'm assigning to him. And the last one, which will, last but not least, this is Common Sense. And this, I'm definitely, he's going to read this now, actually, this week. And this goes really well with the American Revolution and that time period in history. So let me know what you are reading for literature this year, especially if you have a high schooler. Thanks for watching.